Oh, hello guys. Just jumping right into this video. I know you guys saw the title. It is a much it is a much different, much more different, much differenter. It's a different type of video than what you're used to. This video might be a little challenging for me to get through, but I'm just gonna get through it. We're gonna push through. Oh wait, should I turn on the mic? Well, new camera! And the camera follows me, babes. Yeah. How do I turn it on again? I'm sure you guys guessed, but yes, we're on an Osmo Pocket 3. I just want to make sure it's on. I think it's now. Battery level. Okay, period. It's connected. Let's go ahead and put this on. Let's get these out of here too. In today's but yeah, you guys, in today's video, I just wanted to get into my sobriety, why I chose to stop smoking cannabis, like nothing other. Like I only do cannabis. God, I've never done anything other than sativa. It was a long time coming. It was just a long time coming. It was a horrible habit for me to have, but as of today is today is November 12th. As of today, I'm 2 months sober, just over 2 months sober from smoking, and I couldn't be happier. I feel amazing. I feel great. Just know I'm not like shaming you if you smoke. Like I do plan on maybe like smoking just a little tiny bit here and there, but just for now, I'm gonna get my discipline right until I'm able to not be addicted to it. So if that means next year or in a year or 2 years from now, I'll like do a quick, then fine. But I'm enjoying my sobriety era. Like I'm back to myself. I'm feeling great. So without further ado, hello one, hello all. Howdy Waddy here, and I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. But yeah, let's get into it. Went through all my snap memories looking for all the pictures and whatnot. I have some brief descriptions here with it. So the first video is October 2020. I'm not sure the exact date, but this is the first day that I smoked. It was with Jair. I've literally mentioned him multiple times in the past 3 videos, so if you don't know him by now, baby, go ahead and subscribe. You'll know him soon. But not saying that he's like a bad influence, but he was a smoker. I mean, he doesn't smoke anymore now either. He had a big ass bong. Me and Jair worked together at the time. I was a assistant manager at Bath and Body Works, and he kind of got hired. I forget who hired him exactly, but he was also the type to throw parties and have a ton of people over. So he invited me over one day, and it was that I started smoking. At the time in October 2020, it was, I don't know, it was like I didn't need too much. Like it was just one bong rip for like 3 months. That helped me over until the new year in February, which is where this new video comes. This was at Jair's place again, because at the time I was, I think, 21 or 20 or 21 at the time, like freshly out of my teen. I don't know, like look at how I look. Like I'm scared. Like that should have been like the first sign. Like I'm terrified. I'm not gonna lie, like I did enjoy it really a lot. I enjoyed, and especially coming from like no relationships, like I didn't let myself have fun when I was younger because I was so disciplined. Like, gotta go through school, gotta maintain my grades. Like, very that. Like, my family was on me about that, about school. So I never went out. I never drank. I never did any of that. So when it came time to like going out with friends and exploring, Jair was the first person to like. I'm not gonna say the first person, but he was one of the first people to like introduce me to like substances, like drinking and smoking and whatnot, because he was older. He was already he was in his late 20s at the time. That was a fun time. The next video is July 2021. This is my like vaping era, I remember, because at the time I still wasn't like buying my own supply. I just wasn't buying my own supply at the time, so I would just vape every now and again because it was easier to get. Like dispensaries were everywhere. I mean, not dispensaries, like smoke shops were everywhere, and they all sold vapes, but there weren't a lot of dispensaries yet at the time. They're everywhere now, but there weren't a lot of dispensaries. So I would get a vape thinking that I'm getting high, and little did I know it's nicotine. You're getting addicted. Now the next month is August, which is my birthday, 2021. This is when I think I really got like addicted to vaping. Not even like smoking cannabis, vaping. But yeah, I went to Florida for my birthday that year, and I remember I was just vaping everywhere, like on the beach, I was vaping down. I was buying vapes in Florida. Like, it was crazy because our Airbnb that year was right next to, I stayed in that place before too, but I go to Florida every year for my birthday, if you didn't know. Florida is my dream destination. Don't want to live there. I just like vacationing there. It's like amazing. Every single year I go. This year I went alone. Best time ever. But let's get back to the video. Yeah, so I was vaping a lot everywhere in that trip, and no one said anything at all. Like, no one said anything at all to me about it. So I'm thinking, okay, this is cool. You know, we're vaping. Vaping is like teenagers, honestly. Like, why was I vaping? But you know what? No shame to him. He was exploring. He was venturing out of his comfort zone, and all life to him. All glory to him. This camera, I don't know where to look. Like, I turned the face tracking off because I needed the video to be right here that I'm going to play from my phone. Also connected to my laptop. I mean, my iPad right now. So it's like recording. You guys are not here. I do this content shit. When I came back from the trip, this is when I noticed, I was like, okay, whoa. Like, I'm addicted, babes. And this is not cute. This is not cute at all. When I came back from my trip, some drama had went down at Bath and Body Works. I left that shit so fast. I was going to transfer, but the district manager, he wasn't like helping me out in this situation, nor was my store manager. So I just felt so unsupported with the whole company. I left. I literally left. I went right upstairs to PacSun. And this, I started off as an assistant manager, but then I got promoted to store manager literally within like 2 weeks because the store manager had quit. And I was like, yeah, I'll step up. I've been in this mall for the past like 2 years. I have the experience and I know what needs to get done. I got promoted, but also at the time in my career, I was making the most money I have ever made. But mentally, oh my God, like, look at how I look. Like, I'm scared. I'm scared. I can't believe that I went through that. You guys don't understand the withdrawals from vaping. Like, that was really scary. The dreams that I was having, they were waking nightmares. Like, I really felt like I was in like Hell. Like, it was scary. The dreams that I was having, I would like just be walking around this big maze and just feeling around like the upside down. Like, it was terrifying. Why I didn't get any vapes when I came back is because I was broke at the time. Like, I didn't get paid until like 3 weeks. You know, that whole 3 week thing. But it was more like upwards of a month because you had left the company. I came back on like an off week. I left the company. Then I started a new job on an off week, and it was just, I remember that very vividly. But when I did get paid, by the time I did get paid, I was like, I'm not going through that withdrawal process again. So I'm not buying no more vapes. Like, I'll just ride this out and be done. And yeah, I was done for a bit. I do remember I took a really big step back from smoking. I was like, okay, I don't want to do no substances but drinking. Like, that's it. And even drinking, I was just like, oh, let me do this like social. So that's that era. Fast forward to around last year, this is when it starts to get scary, guys. At the time, I started working at Starbucks right after, well, after PacSun, I went to Amazon, and then that Amazon, like, they shut down or moved somewhere. They moved to like Queens, and I was not traveling all the way to Queens to be with them. So left them. Oh, I was in school at the time too. Oh my God, y'all. Like, I think I was a junior in college at this time studying accounting. So it was like I had no time. But the good thing about, what is it called? The good thing about PacSun, me being a store manager, I was making my own schedule. So I would just have like my other managers come in for me when I had class or I had a paper due. That was lovely. Amazon, do you only do like 3 days? Well, you do 4 days a week, but I only did 3. And those 3 days were Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I had class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It was insane. I don't know how I worked I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday for 3 years. Insane. So Amazon left. So I was applying to everywhere and I didn't have that much availability. I had mostly night classes that junior year semester. This is like junior year fall semester at this, like 4 and later, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. So I knew I needed to work a morning job. So I applied to all the different cafes in my area. And the one that picked up was Starbucks. It was like 3 in the city at this time. So I applied, went for my interview, got it. And I worked there for a bit. Then next semester, this is also at the time I started picking up like acting roles again. Cause I did acting when I was 13, but then I kind of there was something filming. What was that first thing that I picked? I think it was just stand-in work. Stand-in is basically like the people, they have like photo doubles. It's basically like that. I'm trying not to be too loud. I bet y'all can hear everything. This mic is high tech. And if you don't know what stand-in is, stand-in work, just look it up. Like, you have to be, you get a SAG waiver. I'm literally still missing one more SAG waiver, but this is a story about sobriety, not acting. Starbucks, well, I wanted to transfer because it was like kind of far away from me. Yeah, it was kind of far away from me. It was like 2 towns over, and just getting to class, it was like a 40-minute drive after my 7 to 3 to get to my 4 p.m. class. It was insane. So I was like, all right, there's one that I am familiar with, and the store manager is familiar with me, so I applied there. But my store manager that was at my current store, she like denied it. So I was like, oh, okay. So I left. One thing about me, I'm gonna leave. If I'm not getting what I want, I'm going to leave. I'm chasing what I want in this life. And I'm so glad that I realized that when I was younger, because I realize it harder when right now. So I left. I waited like 2 weeks, and then I called the store manager. Well, I went into the store for the new store of the store manager I wanted to talk to him. We set up an interview. We did the interview, and he was super chill. His name was Joe. He literally hits me up now. So this new store that I work at, full of smokers. Like, I feel like they all smoked weed. Like, and there's no one to blame. Like, weed was getting popular at this time. Like, more dispensaries were opening up everywhere, so I can't blame them. But I became friends with them. I was like, yeah, I'll smoke, I'll do. We started having sipes. You know, every 420 we were hanging out, and before I knew it, I was in that cycle again. I was smoking basically every day after work. And I promised myself that I would never get to an everyday point, but it got to there. It was just so stressful. My car getting repoed at the time because I was only working at Starbucks making $16 an hour. Like, it just was not enough to pay all of my bills. And I was doing acting. I filmed a movie, Mean Girls the Musical, while I was at Starbucks. I was acting Bella to cover all my shifts when I couldn't work, because with acting, you find out what roles and what scenes you're working very like soon before you need to start filming. So it's like, if you submit for a role, you have if you submit for a role, it's for next month, they'll probably tell you like a week before that you got the role and you need to be here and you need to have this. You have to go in for your fitting. It's insane. It moves very fast after you get cast. But before you get cast, there a ton of time could go by. So everyone was smoking. We were smoking down every 420. Every July 4th, we were watching the fireworks. It was all of us. It was like a big group, like 5. And then that's when the psychosis started to happen. Everything changed when the HaddyNation attacked. Such a corny ass joke. Like, I remember recording this video here. I was just so sad. I'll be quiet so you guys can hear. Okay, so I couldn't find the video, but it was just basically like, I don't know what to do next. Like, I was crying. Like, I know, just really bad. So I was really sad. I remember being really sad and I didn't know why. Also, at this time, I developed like severe anxiety. I'm like, I never had anxiety. Like, to be an actor, you simply cannot have anxiety. Because imagine you go onto a set and you're like, I don't know what to say, guys. You're fired. You're cut. You don't know how to articulate this. That's your job. You're cut. You're out of here. I've literally seen it happen to too many people, too many of my coworkers, too many of my friends. It kind of put a weight on my shoulders to apply to different things. Also, it was getting in the way of me, like, friendships and also communicating with family. Like, it was putting a really bad hole in my chest. After the psychosis came the weight loss. I really think I had an eating disorder, because there was 1 week where I literally didn't eat anything. I had like a couple grapes in the morning, and then I wouldn't eat until like midnight that day. And when I did eat, it was like an orange or the yogurt, like a small little Yoplait yogurt, and I was full, like literally full. But trust and believe, I was smoking down. I had a small pink bong, and I was puffing down. I had used graba at the time because I needed the nicotine. Like, it was a scary time. I was really scared. That went on for like 6 months. Like, I'm telling you guys, I just became sober. Like, I literally said in the beginning of the video, I am sober like 2 months. Like, I stopped smoking August this year in my birthday, like a little bit after my birthday. And that's only because, again, I ran out of money to buy. Like, so I had to go through the withdrawal process again. I know. So in my birthday trip this year, I had bought 2 pens with me, 2 sativa pens with me. I don't know how I got that through TSA, but Joe, we made it through. I had a ball in Florida. I'm sorry. Like I love going to Florida. I'm going there next year for my birthday. I'm going there every year until I get tired of it. You know, I have been to Miami multiple times. It's not my cup of tea. I went for one day this year and I just, yeah, I'm done with Miami. When I went this year, I remember getting really, really skinny. Also, I was broke as fuck. I clorned the whole trip and it wasn't even that much. The whole trip cost like $700. Klarna it, I just finished paying it off like 2 weeks ago. Not even joking. Like, this is my life, guys. And I really don't care. Like, live in the moment. But yeah, I got really skinny. I was at the bar every single night. They were giving me free drinks, free shots on my birthday especially. Oh, I also went alone. This was my first solo trip alone and it was amazing. Downside, I was really skinny. Bright side, I was really skinny. I was pulling everybody. Like people were all over me. It was overwhelming. The response on Instagram, I had to hop up off Instagram and I'm still not back on Instagram. It was overwhelming seeing all the people who like never liked me like me now that I was skinny. More on that a different day because you know how people say that the world treats you differently when, I don't know, I guess pretty privilege or the world treats bigger people differently than how they treat skinnier people. And that is so true. I'm realizing it first hand. Like people who would never give me the time of day when I was bigger at my biggest are now being like, let's hang out, let's go do this, I'll pick you up, I'll pay for your food. Like, oh, okay, this is strange. Like, where did all this love come from? I needed this when I was at my saddest, when I was at my biggest. Not right now. I love myself. And this came from that solo trip. When I was in that bed on my birthday night, singing happy birthday to myself, I was like, wow, I'm all I needed this whole time. I don't need to have a ton of people following me around. I don't need to have 10 million followers on Instagram to prove that I'm enough for myself. I'm enough. I'm enough. And I love that. Also, so since I was smoking a lot, I was having a lot of hallucinations. So I remember vividly one of the hallucinations I had while I was on that trip. So when I was in one of the Ubers, I had this hallucination about me seeing my younger self, like in this like white cloud type of room vibes. Saw my younger self in like a memory. And I went up to myself and I was like, don't worry, I'm here now. And I know it sounds crazy, guys. I know. It made me feel so warm. It kind of like the younger self kind of embraced into me and grew into what you see today. I'm just so happy that I had that moment with myself. If you had a moment like that, let me know because that's going to make me feel not weird. It does make me feel a little bit weird, but I'm totally happy with it. I love. Oh, so after I came back from the trip, I clearly had no money. Like on the trip, it was giving negative $16 in my account. Like I literally have a screenshot. I was trying to get breakfast and I literally couldn't. I walked all the way there like 20 minutes and I couldn't get breakfast. So I had to use some points. Thank God for those, but it's just insane. Hopefully y'all can't hear the honking that's going on. It's getting crazy because it's only 3 p.m. and it's dark as fuck. This is daylight savings. When I came back, I obviously had no money to buy a new pen or anything like substances. So I gave away the bong to someone that I don't fuck with anymore. I wouldn't wish it on them, but if they go through it, they go through it, Joe. And I went through the withdrawal process again. This time, it was the dreams it was like waking nightmares this time. Like, I would wake up at 2. This went on for like 3 weeks. The withdrawal process was like 3 weeks this time. It went on for so long. What really took a hit was my hair. And I think that just comes with age too. My hair was like thinning the hell out. I was like, whoa, okay. So I started wearing hats, and this is just me being vulnerable with you guys, honestly. Started wearing hats, started wearing do-rags, but now, I mean, it's at an okay state. I would show y'all, but I'm freezing right now, and I don't feel like taking this off. But there's videos of me without. My literal last video, I don't have a do-rag on. I don't know, I'm slowly coming back to myself again. I've already started taking acting classes again, started auditioning again. I'm back on TikTok, literally just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok after being at 200 for the entire year. If that is not a clear indicator that my sobriety is my main importance, my utmost priority right now, then I don't know what is. Because now that I can see, like I was just posting and posting like 10 times a day, and just the views were not there. It was giving 100 views every video. Not saying that there's a correlation. I guess there is a correlation. I can't deny that. But the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You got to do things differently. So I changed up my content style. I put acting first because acting is my main goal right now. It was school, but it's gonna have to take a beat. Yeah, guys, I do plan on starting my Christmas content next week. My brother is going to be employed to be recording, so let me know what type of Christmas videos y'all want to see here in New York City. The options are endless. Before I take up any more of your time, I just want to leave you with this message. Trust yourself and know your worth. Know your worth so that no one can take it away from you. And take up space. Like, you are worthy of taking up space. I think and I say this because I think smoking kind of allowed me to, well, I think I started smoking because I felt like I wasn't enough for anyone. Like, I've never dated anyone seriously. I don't know, it made me feel like I wasn't enough. So now that I can say that to myself and say that about myself, babes, no one can bother me. I'm truly at peace. I'll leave you to your endeavors and hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to comment what type of video you want to see for Christmas vibes, or if you want to just another sit down video, I'm down. We got a new camera, new mic, new setup. Things are going up. Also put this camera on Klarna too, because I don't know. Let me move this back. I'm in the season of exploring. I'm in the season of change, of challenge, of newness. You know, we only get one life. We don't get another one. So live it up and let's do this together. Subscribe, like, comment. You guys know the drill. But yeah, as always, love my HaddyNation the most, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.
Watch me fade every day in the morning. 2 a.m., yeah, I'm sipping and I'm zoning. Watch me move, watch me sway.